Welcome back to Escape Rookies in LMU. This is episode 2 or part 2, and today we are going to try out the Logitech McLaren G Challenge at Bahrain. Now, Bahrain is a track that I have driven before, so I should be pretty good at avoiding incidents and being consistent. The reason we're going to be doing this right now is because the other track, which is for LMGT3 Fixed, is a track that I have not driven before. It's Portimao, but I feel like I could learn it in a day, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm not going to risk it. So we're just going to go ahead and race at Bahrain in the McLaren. I have driven the McLaren before, but it was at Spa, so we'll have to just get a little bit of practice in so we can get familiar with this specific combination. But I am familiar with the car and the track, just not together. So we're going to go ahead and take the 15 minutes of practice before we start the qualifying and the race. I'm not going to include the practice or the qualifying in this episode because it's going to make it too long, and I'll just do highlights of the race so that it's a little more entertaining. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, my microphone probably sounds a little bit better this time than it did last time, and it'll sound like this throughout the whole video. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the server, and we'll register in our just whatever's my favorite color right now. It's a close battle between 5 and 6 because I like this color and it's really unique, but green is my favorite color and it's familiar to me. You know what, I've driven in the number 6 a few times. I think we should try out the number 5. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the number 5, register, and there we are. Registered for the race. Okay, let's join the practice and I will see you guys in the race. Okay, so for qualifying, I'm not going to show you the whole qualifying session, but for qualifying, we're actually going to do something different than we did last time, because I know keeping the car heavy kind of helps me be consistent, is what I said, but also we lost to 4 drivers with a lower driver ranking than us, so I think it would be best if we tried making a setup for qualifying. So for qualifying, we know that we do like about 3 laps. We have 1 out lap, and then there's a couple of push laps that we can do. So I'll put in enough fuel so that we can go for at least 3 laps, 10.3 liters of fuel, and make sure we're on all new tires. You only have 8 that you are allowed to use. So I'll let you know how the qualifying goes and if we actually get a good spot on the grid. Okay, so qualifying didn't go very well. I missed my braking point at turn 1 and absolutely screwed up my lap time. But that's okay, because we can still try our best to do a good... We're still in split 1 out of 9. We're just one of the slower ones on split 1. So hopefully we'll still do fine.
Formation lap has started. Green flag, green flag.
You can hear the roar of 20 or so McLarens. Shoot, did I forget my headlights? Oh my word. I hope we can survive. minutes. Shoot. Ah. Turned in too much. Sorry. At least we're not in dead last. Shoot. Running it out too wide. I need to get used to this with the McLaren. I'm still driving like a Mustang driver. Somebody took out the bollard. Got a terrible run. Dang it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh my gosh. I cannot do that set of... cannot do that set of corners. Shoot. That was crazy. It was for our benefit, but it was absolutely crazy. Of all the times somebody could call me, it had to be now. Oh my gosh. Getting distracted. I hope it was just a scam caller and not anyone important. We're already halfway through the race. And I am not doing so hot. I give up. I give up. I give up. We're just gonna try and make it to the end. Hopefully we can do Portimao, have something more interesting, and then I can drive my Mustang. I think I know what's wrong. We have an American trying to drive a British car. Of course it's not gonna work. We gotta have the American drive the American car, which is the Ford. That's mostly a joke, but it'd be funny if that was the case. It's probably just a skill issue. You should have seen me on the Mustang. You should have seen me in the Mustang on this track. It's flippin' amazing. I mean, it felt amazing. I'm not amazing at driving, but it felt amazing. Only time I've ever gotten first place. Yeah, there's no way. So even though that was a pretty crappy race, we can still see if our safety rating went up or down at all. So let's see. Our driver rank seems to have stayed the same or went down a little bit due to, there's a lot of red here, so I think it went down a bit. But here we have a couple of greens and just one red, and the rest are just gray. And it looks like it went up a little bit. So we're getting pretty close to bronze 2 safety rank. Okay, it's the next day and I've had a bit of time to practice on Portimao, and I'm feeling pretty confident now that I can stay at least a little bit consistent, and I'm a little bit familiar. I'm a lot more familiar with the track now than I was before. Maybe this is a good omen. Not that I'm superstitious or anything, but it's kind of cool that this is the car that I'm going to drive and it's at the front of the cover. So let's go ahead and register and get ready for the race. All right, now we're in the qualifying session, and this time I'm just going to show you guys how I've been driving the track, just so you can analyze and see how I'm doing it and where I could improve if you want to give me some pointers. Or you could tell me what I'm already doing well. This is just my outlap. This isn't actually how I'm driving the track, but I'll come back to you once I start doing my hot laps. Alright, here's the beginning of my hot lap. Hopefully I drive this as well as I can, just so you can see how I'm actually doing it. That was a little bit late. And that wasn't the best. Ah, shoot. I got a penalty. Dang it. Oh boy. I don't want to be near y'all. Same. Hopefully this is a race for real. Anyways, we are P13. Oh no, we're right in the thick of it. Hopefully we can just survive, because this is about safety rating, not about winning.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, shoot. What the? What is happening? Collisions were turned off for a second, I think. Holy crap. There goes our suspension. Hopefully suspension isn't too much of a problem. I do feel my steering is a little bit crooked. It's probably not going to be good for our safety rating. Oh no. I think we're actually better at turning left with the broken suspension. I think we'll be okay. It's just gonna feel a little bit weird, like we're driving a pickup truck, an old pickup truck. Yeah, I think we are going a little bit slower with the damage. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to come back from this one. But we're going to keep fighting. And if anything interesting happens, I will let you know. Yeah, we're so screwed. I think I'm just not competitive with the current damage that we have. I think we need to retire the car. I'm not gonna do this anymore. Oh dang, this is the top split. Okay, well, we'll just have to try and join the next one. Well, we finished 10 places behind where we started, but that's okay, because hopefully it helped our safety rating. Let's try one more time, because third time's the charm, right? We are in P2, so we'll be starting at the front. Hopefully we don't get punted, and we can pull away from the carnage before it all starts. So, yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a good race. Fingers crossed, it's going to go well. I feel like we could regain those positions. Oh, they went in too deep. But also, I think their ping is really bad. So... Bye bye, little German car. We gotta go fast. That was scary. But it happened. Bye bye, little German car. He's 4 seconds away. He's in my sights. Oh, he's got caught in lap traffic. This is gonna be fun. Wow, what a drive. It was a very entertaining race. We had a couple of Porsches that overtook us, and then we overtook them, and we pulled away from them, and eventually got 39.2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. And then there were also a couple of Mercedes that we lapped, which I didn't expect to ever happen. Anyways, we have our trusted racer badge back. Okay, so I have a feeling that this is going to go back and forth between trusted and good. So hopefully we can keep it within those two and not have to deal with being a warning again. It looks like our driver rank went up a little bit, and then our safety rank went back up. We're 2 ticks away still. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in episode 3.